Hey guys, I'm Cal from Kelly T Black Metal Reviews. I'm on YouTube. Look me up, hit subscribe, tap those notifications so you don't miss these deadly albums that we're talking to you about every single week. I'm also on Facebook and I'm on Instagram. There are links in the feed to those, so please follow me there too. I'm talking to you today about Darkened Winter, who is a black metal solo project hailing from Adelaide here in South Australia. Now, South Australia and Adelaide in particular is an absolute mecca for black metal here in Australia and metal in general, and Darkened Winter definitely fall under this category. Founded in 2007, Darkened Winter has created 14 releases, which includes his 10th full-length release, The Wolf Within, and is the album I'm talking about today, of course. The Wolf Within radiates filthy heavy riffs, darkened synth, and a melodicism that just seems to sneak up on you from out of nowhere. The vocal delivery is harshly executed. It sits quite forward in the production, and it can take a little while to get used to this and adjust to it. But there's such a way of storytelling in the way that he does execute his vocals. It's quite metaphorical, somewhat cathartic around nature, ancient worlds, and lyrically it's definitely poetic, and they are up on Bandcamp, so if you're into lyrics, go on there and have a read because they're pretty cool lyrics indeed. This artist is very good at combining heavy atmosphere together with symphonies and absolutely crushing riffs, but for the most part, this does just feel like good old school black metal with blackened tremolo picks seeping in amidst those turned down guitars, which are absolutely crushing. Mid-pace tempo is where it's at for this album for the most part. It's definitely a bit of a different listen throughout on occasions, but it's a 6-track listen that I've properly enjoyed. Some standouts, of course: Enter the New World. I feel like Darkened Winter is reinventing his sound and his art slightly within this track, showing off more obvious progressive inclusions, but he manages to pull it back to that old school vibe with great melodicism, and he just does this so well. The underlying darkness and malicious nature to this track is properly there, with those heavy chunky riffs working with and behind the symphony of melody that just canes across this track. Beyond the Burning Stars is so moody in its atmosphere, with that slowed down percussion and symphonies cascading in. It's a track that just evolved for me with every listen. The riffs totally kicked my ass in this one. There's such an ominous tone to these riffs in this track particularly, and you'll hear this throughout the entire album as well. This man can riff, there is no doubt. Becoming the Wolf, this just has a feeling of such triumphancy and awakening, with the tempo rising slightly here compared to that of the rest of the album. Those persistent riffs moving the track forward, the hints of post-black metal in here worked so well and pulled on those little emotive strings that I do have going on deep down inside. The caveman riffs that intimately move in with those arduous, absolutely arduous and obtruse black metal vocals. It just brought absolute filth to this track. It was a conquering 6-minute listen. Guys, The Wolf Within does need time to digest. At least I needed time to digest it, so do let it simmer because it is one that grows. It's far from one-dimensional black metal. There's so many differences within this. It's a little bit progressive, some experimental moments. Those symphonies are just divine. The overall atmosphere of this album truly is stunning, so give it time to be appreciated. To Darkened Winter, this really is a good listen, mate. I know you put your heart and soul into all the work that you produce, and you spend so much time getting things right for you, and I think this is a great album. Guys, go and listen to The Wolf Within. It's up on Bandcamp. Please follow Darkened Winter on Facebook and of course on Bandcamp as well. I'm Kelly T. This has been my Black Metal Reviews.